So, good day, students. Today we're going to discuss another three group sequence. Okay. Okay. Suppose for the application, I want to print three different letters on the object. So, such as like my name BSM. Okay, so the V letter will be punched by one cylinder, S letter will be punched by another cylinder, and M letter will be punched by another cylinder. Okay, so the sequence should be E plus A minus. A cylinder extend and retract to punch one letter, and B cylinder extend and B cylinder retract to punch a second letter, and C cylinder extend and C cylinder retract to punch second letter. So how we group the sequence? Plus A minus B plus as one group, one minus C plus C minus as group. So in any way we can alter this group without changing the sequence. We got the repeater cylinder actuation in individual group. So what we do is, so we divide into three group sequence. So we make it into three group sequence. So individual group contain two sequence only, A plus A minus plus B minus as group 2, plus C minus as group 3. So here you can see individual group contain same cylinder sequence. We can now write it like this, alteration. So what we do, after C minus A plus will be happen, C minus A plus will be one group, A plus, sorry, A minus B plus as group 2, B minus C plus as group 4. Follow cascade rules. We require 3 power lines because we have 3 groups. We require 6 switches. Because individual cylinder require 2 limit switches. We require 2 group changing valves. GCV means group changing valves. That's all about it. Now we go to the simulation. So this is the simulation I already made. I will repeat the simulation. Will repeat the simulation by and construct the that is disable, that is I will disassemble all the connection and then redo it. First we will understand the sequence by doing the simulation. So A plus A minus B plus B minus will happen, C plus C minus will happen. So now I show how this connections are made. By disassembling the circuit and reassembling it, you can understand how to connect this uh, three group sequence. So the main power source will be connected to all the DCV and also the group changing valve. So here also we have two group changing valve. Group changing valve 1 will receive the power from group changing valve 2. Initially when you draw the component from the library, you have the initial position should be like this. Initial position should be like this. So I will explain why I change this initial portion to one of each and every group changing valve, because I want to perform the simulation as per the sequence. Therefore, I change the initial portion to be the group changing valve group changing valve portion 1 should be the initial portion. Okay, so initially the group changing valve portion 2 will be the initial portion. So to perform the sequence as per the requirement, I need to change the uh, group changing valve portion 1 should be the initial portion. Okay, so let's start the connection of for the given circuit. So first group 1 sequence should be the C minus. The C minus will be happen only after C plus. Okay, so the group changing valve 1 and group changing valve 2. The 4 port will be power line 1, 2 port will be power line 2 in the group changing valve 1, and 2 port in the group changing valve 2 will be the power line 3. So totally we have 3 power line, so we have 3 group. Okay, so the additional power line of the group changing valve 2 will be used to give the power to the group changing valve 1. So that is the logic in the 3 group sequence at cascade. Okay, cascade circuit design. Okay, so after C minus will be happen only after C plus. Okay, so for actuating the C minus, so group changing valve portion 1 need to be enabled. So from the C plus I receive the power source. Okay, so while changing the portion of the group changing valve 1, I require the power source from the main power source. The power source will be given to the group changing valve through group changing valve 2. So therefore this C plus sequence need to be enable the position 1 of the group changing valve 2. Okay, so this connection should be like that. Okay, so after enabling the position 1 of the group changing valve, so the first sequence should be C minus. Okay, so you need to retract the C cylinder. Okay, so when you retract the C cylinder, you also receive the power from here. Okay, because there is no input signal, to the group changing valve to position 2. So therefore the power will be given in this way only. Okay, so therefore no changing position here. Okay, therefore no changing position in the group changing valve 2. Okay, even after retracting of the C cylinder. Okay, so after C cylinder retract, what should be the next sequence? A cylinder need to be extended. So A cylinder extend, for extending the A cylinder we need to give the connections here. Okay, so after A cylinder extend, what should be happen? We need to change the group 2. So here we need to connect it. Here we need to connect it. We need to change the push. We need to change the power line 2 from power line 1. So therefore we need to change the position of the group changing valve 1. So by changing the position of the group changing valve, we initiate the power line 2. So from the power line 2 we got the signal. The first sequence of the group 2 will be A minus. Okay, so A cylinder will be retract. After A cylinder retract, what should be the next sequence? B cylinder need to be extended. So here we extend the B cylinder. Okay, we extend the B cylinder. After B cylinder extend, what should be need to happen? We need to change the power line from power line 2 to power line 3. So group changing valve 2 position 2 will be enabled. So whenever I enable the group changing valve 2 position 2, I get the power source from power line 3, that is port 2. The first sequence of the group 3 will be B minus. So here I need to make the connection. So after B minus happen, what should be next? The C cylinder need to be extended. So after cylinder extend, what should be happen? We need to change the group changing valve position 1. So here from port 4 in the group changing valve 2 will give the power source to the group changing valve 1. So that is the logic here. Okay, so we complete all the connection as per the given sequence, but we need to still give the power source to the limit switch. So this will be the power line 1. From the source come out from the port 4 of the group changing valve 1 will be the power line 1. So the C minus will receive the power source from power line 1. Similarly, A plus will receive the power from power line 1. A plus will receive the power from power line 1. Okay, okay. Uh, A plus will receive the power from power line 1. So this will be the power line 1. This would be the power line 1. So C minus then A plus will receive the power from power line 1. Okay, and then A minus and B plus will receive the power from power line 2. So this will be the power line 2. This will receive the power from power line 2. Then B plus will receive the power from power line 2. Plus will receive the power from power line 2. B plus will receive the power from power line 2. Then B minus and C plus will receive the power from power line 3. This will be the power line 3. the port 2 of group changing wall 2, that will be the power line 3. Okay, okay, and then B minus will receive the power from here, and C plus also receive the power from uh, this. Okay, okay, now we complete the connections. What happened when we simulate it? So what happened, you see, first C cylinder extend, C cylinder retract, next A cylinder extend, A cylinder retract, and B cylinder extend, B cylinder retract. So actually it should not be happen like A cylinder need to be first happen. So here what you can see is the unwanted extension happen, such as I want to print the third letter first without putting the object in the line to print the third letter on the object. So that should not be happen. So what I do is I need to change the initial position. So initially this is the initial position, so first it going to be C minus and B plus. So I want to change the initial position. It need to be supply the power to the group changing wall 1. So I supply the power to the group changing wall 1. So I make the group changing wall 2, first position should be initial position. So here also the first position will be initial position of the group changing wall 1 will be the A minus B plus group. So first A minus will be happen, next B plus will be happen. I want to initiate C minus and A plus. Okay, so therefore I change the group change wall position 1 should be the initial position. So I change it. So while you construct the diagram in exam, so you need to make this as the initial position. So then only you draw the correct circuit. Okay. Now instrument. Have A plus A minus, B plus B minus, C plus C minus. You can see A plus A minus, B plus B minus, C plus C minus. Okay. So thank you.